Hi there, today I'm unboxing a Synology DiskStation. So this particular device is a NAS server. So I bought this to host a lot of the YouTube footage I create. Now the device itself, it has 2 bays in there. It can't be expanded with any expansion units, so you're limited to 2 bays. In terms of capacity, those 2 bays, each of them can host up to 12 terabytes. So in total you could actually plug in 24 terabytes. In terms of processor, you've got an Intel Celeron dual core 2 gigahertz processor and 2 gig of RAM on there, which is expandable to 6 gig. So let's have a quick look at the packaging. Comes in a basic package, nothing more on there. A few details on the back. Some info there, the file sharing, anywhere access, cloud synchronization, multimedia, mobile support, surveillance, backup, and data security. Basic features on there. Okay, so let's open it up, see what we get in the packaging. Okay, so the actual drive itself and a box containing other bits and pieces. So a US power cable, power adapter, Ethernet cable, quick installation guide, and some screws. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging except for the power cable because it's a US one. So I've got my UK one here. So I'll quickly show you the items. So power adapter you get with it. Let me show you the actual output on there. So 12 volts, 5 amps, 60 watts. Build quality seems fine. Nothing much to think about on this one. And this cable seems reasonably good quality. Ethernet cable wise, see how much you get on there. Reasonable amount and seems quite good quality. Okay, and then you've got a bag of screws for when you install the hard disk. Okay, in terms of quick installation guide, just pictures to this, nothing too complex. That you take the cover off, get the cradles out for the drives, and install the drive. There you go, just to show. And connectivity wise, how to connect it up, just showing. Connect straight into a router, and then you can connect the router into your PC. So network wise, it's a gigabit Ethernet on there, so you can fully utilize that if you've got gigabit connection on your router, or if you've got a switch which supports that sort of speed. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual DiskStation. So model is DS218 Plus. So in terms of size, it's very nice and compact. Let me give you the dimensions very quickly. So around just a little bit over 23 centimeters, and this way we've got about 10.5 ish. And in terms of height, this is without the pads at the bottom, it's about 16 and 16.5 with the actual pads at the bottom. So the actual pads obviously stop it from slipping, just keeps it firmly in place. Okay, actual front of it, well, I can show you that. Cover pops off, protective film on there, so we'll take that off. That's what you're presented with. Status, LAN, disk 1 and disk 2. And that literally just fits straight on there. It's got some rubber around the edges there, and it just sits into the corners just to keep it covered. I thought there'd be hinges on there to take it off, but I guess they've done it this way in case someone snaps it, I guess. This is the easy way to do it. So let's show the actual station itself. So 2 cradles here. You could actually push that down and pull it out. and that's what your hard disk sits into. Screw points at the side, if I can show it clearly. There you go, there and there. And if I show inside, you might be able to see just the connector in there, so that's fine. USB connection point there, 2 buttons, obviously power button there. Okay, so if I move it around, I'm just going to cover up the serial number at the back. We've got 2 more USB points there, and all the USB points are USB 3. Then we've got a gigabit Ethernet there, and we've got a locking point for using one of those cables to lock it to something. So the cables you use for a laptop. And if I show there, you can see the power point, and you've got an eSATA point there. Okay, another thing just to show, just over here, there's actually a reset button on there. And the button here, which is C, is actually a nothing button. Else. That's all you've got. And I'll show the other one coming out, so you just push it up and it just slides out. Simple as that to push back in. Take the other one, got a bit of logo on there, show. And all plasticky build. Seems okay in terms of rigidity, fairly rigid. Okay, so in terms of storage, I've bought 2 of these drives. So this is the Western Digital red NAS hard disk. So both of them are 4 terabytes each. And what I plan to do is have it mirrored. So let's take out the cradle first of all. And the next thing we want to do is pull off the sides. So what it is, the sides actually have a little bit of plastic pointing out, so that secures the disc into it. So if I pull that off and I pull that off, it's just a matter of just pulling like so, and then take the hard disk, and the connectors are obviously at the back, so this is the position you'd want to put it in. Make sure it sits in firmly. Okay, no movement in that. And then you can just push this in after you're done. Okay, and the same with the other side. Push that in, and there you go, in position. Now, the actual instructions, they sort of highlight, there's some holes here, and you can actually use the screws to screw it into place, but they don't line up with the hard disk, so not a major issue. And if I show, it is secured with the actual plastic clips at the side. So if I now ensure that ends that way, and this is the way it goes in. And there you go, clips straight in. So let's do the same with the other cradle. Get that other hard disk out and install that. Okay, there you go. And again, screw holes don't line up. And let me just show that in the instructions, which is quite interesting. Didn't expect it to be like that. So if I flip it over, and there you go. Pull the clips off, put it in, and then screw from the bottom. So that's a bit of a surprise. Okay, so now that's in. Make sure it's the right way round, so that way round. And there you go. Okay, the next stage is, let's get this plugged in and powered up. So power adapter here, got a cable. Obviously with my UK plug here, I'll plug it in the background. Okay, it's got power going to it now, and the Ethernet cable. So if I plug that in like so, plug the other end into my Ethernet port, and this end goes straight in there. Okay, and to power it on, you just click here. Okay, the device is powering up. Obviously I've not got a LAN connection plugged in at the moment. I'll plug that in a bit. Just wanted to show it powering up initially. Okay, status light is flashing and the discs are showing green. Okay, so if you click it once, nothing happens, it doesn't power off anything, you just got to hold on to it. Then it beeps, and then it gracefully shuts down. So let's give it a moment to shut down. Good thing to know. So if you accidentally come up to it and press it, it's not just going to power off suddenly. And there you go, it's powered off. Okay, so I'm at my computer now, and what I've done is I've got an app on my phone that can do a scan of my local LAN, and from that I've established that the IP address of this disk station is that, so 0.90. So if I hit return, give it a moment, and that's what we're presented with. So let's click Setup, Install DiskStation Manager. DSM is the operating system running on Synology NAS. Install the latest DSM for new features and security fixes. Okay, let's click Install now. All data on the disk 1.2 will be removed during installation. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yep, because the drives are new, no data on there. Okay, so installing DiskStation Manager. Your DiskStation will be ready in approximately 10 minutes. Please do not turn off the power during the procedure. Okay, formatting system partition. And let's give it a moment just to complete. Okay, so now this is what we're presented with. It's started up for the first time, and we can give the server a name. So I'm going to call it NAS-1. Username, let's call it Geek Street, and I'll type a password in as well. Okay, so next it's preparing storage space. Okay, I'm going to say never to that. Okay, DSM update and maintenance. Protect your disk station and important data. Install the latest DSM version automatically. Install important updates of DSM. Automatically notify of DSM updates and install them manually. Okay, run smart test to check the health of your hard disk periodically. Yep, that'd be good. Enable bad sector warning for drives. Number of bad sectors 50. Okay. Okay, I'll install them manually. So I want to be notified and let me install manually. So I'll go for that. Let's go for next. Okay, so it needs setup quick connect. Quick connect makes it easy to access your Synology without port forwarding. Okay, so let me skip this stage for now. Install Synology recommended packages. These packages will help you get started with DSM effortlessly. Okay, so Moments, Video Station, Media Server, Audio Station, Download Station, Drive, and Hyper Backup. Okay, let's go next. Terms and conditions, privacy statement. Okay, let's click next. Let's take a quick guided tour of DSM. Okay. Share my Synology. Okay, allow me to locate it via find. Nope. Let's just leave that as that. Okay. Device analytics. Synology needs your help to enable and improve its usage experience. Okay. No thanks to that. Okay. Tip 1. Access all built-in and installed packages from main menu. Okay, tip 2, discover more applications at Package Center. Tip 3, more settings are available
at Control Panel. DSM Help offers comprehensive articles to help you find information you need quickly and easily. DSM Help will automatically launch each time you log in. Okay, that's fine. There you go. Okay. Package Center, let's click on that. Okay, your DiskStation is working well. NAS1, there's my IP address, and there's the uptime. Okay, so that's good to see. File Station. Clicked it multiple times, let's close one of them. Okay. Home drive's there. Photos and video location. Create new shared folder, that's what I want. Hide this folder in My Network Places. Hide subfolders from users without permissions. Enable recycle bin. Restrict access to administrators only. How to set up recycle bin emptying schedule. Okay. Encrypt this folder. Encryption key. Confirm key. Your key manager is not installed yet. Initialize it to manage encryption keys and mount shared folders automatically. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Don't want to encrypt it. Enable data checksum for advanced data integrity. Okay. File self-healing and file system scrubbing are available to ensure data integrity. Okay. Let's go next. There you go, and that's how much is available. 3.49 terabytes. Click apply. And there you go. There's the accounts on there at the moment, and you can give it access. So it's got read-write permissions at the moment. You can restrict it if you want. Click OK. Okay, and there you go. So that's opened up Control Panel, and within Control Panel you can see the shared folders, file services. Let's click on there. Enable SMB. Okay, you got advanced as well. WINS, maximum SMB protocol. Scroll down, show you some of the options there. FTP, TFTP, rsync, advanced. Okay, users, groups as well. You can create groups. Manage LDAP, so if you've got Active Directory. Let's go down. Quick connect. Okay, so you can remotely connect to it. External access, don't want that. Network. Okay, networking details there. DHCP. Okay, so you need a Wi-Fi adapter to wirelessly connect, and security. Okay, firewall, protection, account, quite a lot in there. But the basic is we've got a share set up and ready for use. Okay, so let me show you around the actual system. So if I click here, main menu, shows you a number of different options here. Let's go through. So Control Panel, we've seen this already. Yes, basic details there. Let's close that one off. Let's move on to the next one. File Station. This is quite an interesting one. So this shows you all the shares you have, and you can actually navigate throughout the data. So what you can do if you wanted to is actually even create folders and things within here. So if I just do test, there you go, it's created. You can navigate within there, and if you wanted, you can delete, and you can move data internally. So I could select a folder, say copy, and then paste into another location. So good, a file explorer within the system. That's quite useful if you want to move data around. And let me show one other thing actually. So I've also connected a USB drive, and it mounts it like this. So you can go in there and if I right click, for example, I can do a copy and I can paste it. So you can transfer like that as well, so very useful. Easy Internet. Welcome to Synology Easy Internet Wizard. Okay, helps you configure your network so you'll be able to access your disk over the internet. So if you wanted to do that, I'm not planning to do that. Let's move on. Some help. Package Center. So you can install other packages or third-party packages as well. So if you have a look through there, you may find something of use. Some things seem to have a price to it. Okay, let's close that off. Resource Monitor, interesting one. You can see the actual performance of the unit as it's running. You've got these meters here and the actual health of it, but yeah, good to keep a track of it. So you've got the overview here, and you can go to the individual items one by one. Task Manager, see what tasks are running. And processes. Okay, connected users, speed limit, so you can limit the speed on some of these connections you've got going on, and performance alarm. Okay, let's close that off. Storage Manager. This is good, gives you an overview of the storage. So that's my pool of storage, 2 disks used, volume wise, capacity, there you go, used. I've copied some data on there, and that's how much is available. Protection of 1 disk, so it's fault tolerant. So it's a mirrored disk, and that's the 2 disks there, and some general details about it. So RAID type, and that's confirming it's mirroring, data scrubbing, and configuration. Okay, there's details of the drives. I go in there, obviously gives you a health status as well, which is useful, and operating temperature. Okay, let's close that off, move on to the next one. Universal search, so you can have a search for all your files. Log center, okay, give you some details and general details like that. Okay, let's close that one off. OAuth service, let's click on that. Looks like somehow securing your data. I've not played about with this one yet. Let's come back. Security advisor. Okay. You can say what you're using it for and protect it against cyber attacks or any sort of viruses that's found on the system. Okay, so you can close that one off. Okay, support center, you've got USB copy. See, the actual button on the front with a C actually is for a USB copy, so you can say where you want it to copy to. Beep when copy starts and completes, so that's quite useful. Okay, iSCSI Manager. Just click through there, nothing connected, so that can be closed off. Next one, Hyper Backup. So you can actually back up to the cloud if you wanted to, if you had a service, one of these services. It's useful to have actually. Okay, next one, Audio Station. So you can stream your audio via the device, so it's quite useful. Let's go on, Drive Admin Console. Okay, let's click through that. Shows you what's been added, your folders, there you go. Okay, Download Station. Okay, quite an interesting one. You can select a folder to download to. Yep, and you can set tasks up. So this is quite a useful one. If you want to download bits and pieces, you can just set up jobs here and just pick a location where you want it to download to. Quite a useful one. drive. Okay, shows you your storage. Close that off. Media server. Okay, you can set it up as a media server, so have your photos, music and videos on there. Video station. So it does
Video transcoding
from the actual device, so it's quite useful. And moments, which are just the pictures that you've actually got on the device. So that's it. Quite a lot of functionality in there. Okay, so there you go. You've seen the unboxing, setup and configuration of this Synology DiskStation. Very straightforward to set up, nothing too complex about it. Simple to set up the users, shares and even copy your data on there. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. Thanks for viewing and don't forget to like and subscribe.